Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Well, greetings all. Blessings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Yeah, sorry for being late. Just had a little bit of issue getting in. That's okay. Tonight, I feel the last couple of days I felt the Pleiadians. I'm not sure who they are, what Pleiadian. There's all different kinds, but I felt the Pleiadians around, so I imagine they'll come through with a message. Is there anybody else that has a request?
I have a request for Cleopatra.
Okay. That's cool. It's all good. Anybody else? Don't be shy. If you're shy, Mantis will come or somebody will show up.
Any angel
Yeah.
that's like on my team.
Okay.
Angel or like or
How about some Seraphim?
yeah. That's the word I was actually trying to think of.
Who is that?
No, they're like the highest angels. Some of them.
Seraphim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Okay.
I request Nocturian.
Nocturian, okay.
I mean, certainly Pleiadian would be wonderful. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
All the Pleiadian groups. Just kidding.
All the Pleiadian groups.
That was a joke.
Yep, the entire collective. Channel it all.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Okay.
The tree.
All right. Tree Collective.
No.
Martha Washington. Where else we can get?
Donald
Babe
Trump
Ruth.
higher self.
Donald Trump's higher self. Reptilian self.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, see what we can do. Blessings all. We'll go down for a little bit, and yeah, see you in an hour or two. So. We are a Pleiadian race. Tall blonde race. Pleiadian. From a parallel dimension. We have been monitoring your transactions, interactions here. We will not stay long. We are here to bring you goodwill for your upcoming transitional phase that many of you will be going through soon. An awakening of your powers within your tree people, as one mentioned. You'll be able to connect to them. Many of you here, many of you aware of this transmission, will begin to, some in a few days, some in a few months, some in a few years, begin to connect better, know more about your timeline, know where it's going. This is also beneficial for you to know who you are, to unlock yourselves from this, I will not say prison, this warning vessel. You could call it graduating. You'll be coming to this soon. But that's all we have. We cannot answer questions. This is all we have to bring to your collective at this time. Thank you. Realize you did not call for us, but we are here to give you thanks for being open-minded to connections that you would not normally connect to. My name is Demitri. I am one of your elephant species, your galactic 8th density species. We work with your angels, and we work with your planet to keep it stabilized as you go into this new environment of learning and understanding. Much of your media will be, over time, it will lose its ground. Its message will eventually go mute, because eventually they will not have power over your people. This is what we see. You already know this. It's just, when will this happen? We think it would happen sooner than you think, than you feel, but it will take time. No time soon. Well, when your media goes mute, your collective begins to connect. Of course, they might not always connect to the right things, now will they? But that's okay. It's all part of learning. It's all part of expansion. But at least you can say the brainwashing has been, the machine has been turned off. This will happen eventually in your future. As for when is still, as we can say, sooner than you think. That is all we can go into. We cannot go into certain dates and times and things of that sort. We are in your Earth's orbit at this time, along with other species such as your fox species. We are watching your planet, sending it love, of course. Some of us are here on vacation. I am not here on vacation. To analyze your planet, to help it along. You can call I am like your elephant man. It is quite curious to see this world evolve from what it is primitive times. It is still primitive in many ways. But I believe there's questions. Hopefully I am the right person to answer them. If not, there'll be others.
Okay, Teresa, you have the first question.
Hey, Demitri, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well.
Great, thanks for coming in and being with us.
Yes.
I tried to do a meditation today on a clearing out any negativity
Yes.
or chips, and I was wondering if I had some negativity around me or in me, and did they leave?
At one time you did have chips, but more in childhood than recent.
Okay.
Those have been removed. You are in health, 100% health, at least in that regard. As for human health, I believe you understand where that is and percentage-wise. But for all in all, I believe you're in good standing. As for negativity, that is around but not attached to you at this time.
Okay.
Yes.
That was great. Anything else for me that I needed to know today?
Your guides tell you you're doing well. You are on a positive path. Yes, it might not be going as soon as you like, but it is in a path of redemption, if I'm not sure if that's the right word, but of clearing, renewal. Much renewal is coming. You will find your way more than ever before. It's like it becoming a new you in many ways. And this is not too far ahead either. You are getting near it. You'll be there very shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, Demitri. You have a wonderful evening, okay?
You too.
Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Okay, Michelle, you're next.
I thought I saw Michelle leave the room for a second.
Yeah.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was muted.
Yes.
Hi, Demitri. It is beautiful to meet you.
Yes.
So I saw a video of an elephant actually attacking a would-be predator to kill and take tusks. And I have to say I was definitely rooting for the elephant, which is a weird thing for me because I really try to stay neutral on, I feel like the best option is always love, but sometimes that's not possible. So I wanted to get your idea on that and what was happening or what is going to be happening. Perhaps maybe there's going to be an uprising that is going to happen. I'm curious what your take is on that.
Within Africa, you're speaking about?
Yes.
No time soon, unfortunately. There is much corruption there where our species is a sitting duck, unfortunately. We are doing what we can, but we cannot intervene because of human. We can't cross the line.
So what I wonder, because I see I've seen over the last year some really beautiful things that I would have never known about the elephant species. Like they can paint a picture, and they can sing, and the way they nurture, and the way they care for each other, and kind of their unity and unconditional love. And I wonder if you have like a lesson for us in that way, because where my heart sits right now is how can I become a vessel for exposing the world to more love, not less. You know, because all of the pain and suffering is always out of fear, it seems.
Yes.
You know, fear of not enough, fear of not good enough, fear of this, fear of that. And so we do judgment, or we do harm, or we belittle, or we hurt on behalf of our ego that needs to feel, because it is not comfortable with itself. And so what would you tell us we can do to come to a place of unity?
That is a long answer. It is so hard for your species to let go of fear. It is against their nature to let go of fear. Fear is part of your culture, society. As I was mentioning, your media is surrounded with fear. Your religions is all fear. These media, politicians, all of this is just, aren't you glad to be on this planet? Look at us, we're such loving beings. For them to all to come together to break down their differences, of course. Even for animals to realize that they are not just animals, they have souls also, they have feelings also, they are intelligent beings, that humanity is taught that they are not intelligent, such as your infant child. Your children on this planet are very intelligent, but they are seen as ignorant and just not intelligent at all when they're at a young age, which is not the truth. They are very intelligent. Your backward society will eventually find its way. It will begin to see it in reverse over time, little by little. But it is, you can see the match has been lit, but it will take time. Even our energies, alien and spiritual, will begin to make themselves known on your planet more and more over the coming years. And this will assist with your awakening process. Yes, there might be much violence during this time because of fear, but we must let humanity do what humanity must do. We cannot intervene.
I understand this. However, I wonder if you could tap into a piece of me or my higher self or my oversoul,
Yes.
in which I could be a tool
Yes.
to like light a fire, because this is my heart's desire.
Well, you're already lit that fire. It is already in play. It might not be visual, but in spiritual. You are working throughout your plan at this time. Your intentions are to heal Mother Earth, to heal humanity, and all these things are in place. They are a domino effect at this time. There's many dominoes, though, so it takes time. But your work with Mother Earth is assisting with others in their awakening process, of their spirituality process. It just takes time. When I say time, a long time, but not forever. It is in motion.
Thank you. Much love.
Much love.
All right, Jason, you're next.
Hello, Demitri. This is Jekatron to Jason.
Yes.
Much love to you.
Yes.
So I have a couple of general questions, first of all, about you, and then
Yes.
actual some personal ones from me. So are you an merely an eighth density aspect of elephant species on this planet, or in fact, are there humans? I mean, have you incarnated into human form, even currently?
I'm an elephant man. I'm a humanoid elephant man. I have not. We came first, then your animals came second. Our species came to your planet in ancient times. Refuge, because our planets were not healthy for our species to survive, so many of us found home here in your Agartha. But also on land, also in your ancient times. We have rebuilt our societies over time, but you can say we made ourselves at home. But yes, I'm an 8th density alien. But we evolved before your animal elephants evolved.
So you've remade your home. Now, is that on other planets, or is that Agartha?
Other planets. We are a very ancient species. We were around before your planet was even born.
Interesting.
We are just not knocking on your doors, but our species is here all the time. To think that is all there is well, that is fine.
Now, being 8th density, how actual physical are you? Because in my understanding, 8th density is very advanced spiritually and verging on being just light bodies.
Every species is different. Every density is different for each species. Yes, we are light bodies, but we do move within 5th density also to connect with you. Well, we chose 8th. We are in a spiritual form, but we become more real for your society to connect with. And we will do so during your ascension as it goes into a 4th density, a higher frequency of 4th density. We will be here to greet all of you in your future.
Well, thank you for that information. I have a couple personal questions if you could help me out some.
Yes.
Because I'm not 8th density yet, at least in this experience.
I understand.
Last night I had a very nice short experience where shortly after getting into bed, a pain actually came to my left knee. Now, I'm super healthy, okay, and my left knee never has any pains, and there was no cause for that slight energy or malaise except for some other entity. So I knew this, so the thought occurred to me, what the heck is this? And I said, Spirit guide, I said out loud, I was going to ask my spirit guide, like, Spirit guide, what is this pain in my left knee? The moment I said the word spirit guide, the pain just disappeared. It wasn't a pain, it was just a malaise, but it was an ache. There was no reason for the ache, and it disappeared instantly the moment I said spirit guide. Was that, do you know what that was? The energy? It was just it wasn't a massive pain, but
There is possibility you had a Zeta Gray visitation that caused your pain. A slight visitation. And this healing of yourself was appropriate.
okay, that's wonderful. Let me ask this second question.
Yes.
It's regarding a dream interpretation, but it's kind of important, or at least could be significant. The dream was basically I was playing tennis, right, with an attractive lady, and maybe I was slightly distracted and not playing that well. But while playing, suddenly all these really sexualized Playboy bunny gals, right, highly appealing sexual women, came up onto the court and just took my attention away. I even kissed one or two of them. So it was very interesting because I interpret this dream, to be honest with you, one of two ways. One is, don't worry about this gal you're playing tennis with. There's lots of women out there. That's one interpretation. The other is just the opposite, which is like, don't let porn and other women distract you from this other gal. mean, maybe it wasn't even a dream, but it was this morning. Well, it was a dream. It was a dream. It was this morning. Can you tie into maybe my
Abundance. It was a life of abundance. They have nothing to fear. There's much fear around you to connect with others at times. It was just to tell you not to be afraid of people of attraction. They're ultra attraction, that you are the same as they are, but sometimes you feel like you're not in the same league in some regard. That was part. There was many messages there.
I mean, confidence isn't normally a problem, but again, socially, I isolated at times.
Yes. One moment. It is just your mind clearing out. It is bringing in a new you in many ways. A you that has more confidence around other people. This is slowly moving in, and this is an indication that you are on the right track of that.
Well, thank you very much, Demitri. Much love to you. Thank you for showing up today, and I'll let someone else ask you some questions.
Thank you.
All right, goodbye.
All right, Chris, you're next.
Hi, Demitri.
Greetings. Hello.
Once I was in a car accident, and I felt like I had what can be termed an awake life review. And I also knew claircognitantly that I had experienced the 8th dimension. And I also have learned in the meantime that the 8th dimension is also related to the Ra collective and that of creation. Can you maybe talk about any of this? Give me any information or messages on this whole conglomerate of information experience.
For some species, 8th dimension is where neutral messages are, but there is less warning. Like on your world, there is so much warning done at so many all at once. Sometimes in more than a minute, it can be done on our density. But third density dimension, whatever you want to call it. It does not matter. Our density is for us, took us a while to reach. It is, you can say the God particle, like your world is trying to reach at this time. It is where you see creation, everything at play. Not everything, but enough to where you see everything in movement. So you see many messages come from the 8th density going down to 4th density. Hopefully it will not be lost. But much creation and work is done in 8th density. Of course, usually you can see it being done. Not necessarily you can make it happen. But we can see all the layers, all the different Earths, like such as your world, see everything. As if you're standing on a cliff looking out, and you can see every world, every Earth, every timeline, everything. This is where we feel most comfortable. Not all of us are at this density, but at this time we are connecting to your world at this level. It is safer for us, safer for you. That way we don't intervene with your dimension too much. Because sometimes we can. You see the elephant on your species, your world, I should say. The species of elephant here, you see how aggressive they can be at times. But yes, lovable, but sometimes aggressive. we can change your timelines easily without trying. At this density, we cannot do that. At a lower density, we can sometimes say more than we need to. It moves things into sometimes not the right direction, but a positive direction, but some need to be in this direction that you are on now because I have many lessons. You can say with a fourth density elephant species or fourth density alien species, an elephant, you can say we are not allowed to do this in this world, in this level, but we can be involved just like we are here and say, if you want a better life here, we'll just open up this door, you all go this way instead. But we cannot do that here because you have all these lessons you must learn here. We cannot move you anywhere. We would gladly do that because many can use that. A rest, a better health, better money, better. But the lessons here are so essential to you at this time. It's best that's all.
I feel like you gave me a personal message in one clip of all of that, and obviously messages for all others.
Yes.
In mine having to do with maybe aggression and going in the wrong direction, but necessary. So I guess I won't ask for a personal message because I think that was encoded for me.
Mm.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, MT, you're next.
Okay, thank you. Hi, thank you for being here. Today I was talking to a friend on the phone and I had sent her a video about alien alphabet, like languages and stuff, and so we were discussing it this morning and our phone call was disconnected. I couldn't hear her, she couldn't hear me, but we could both hear this voice, which I swear, I think it was reptilian, and it kind of scared me because I didn't understand it. She was screaming on the other side, don't hang up, but I did hang up because it scared me. And then I felt really bad about that because I always think of reptilians as bad. I just don't know how to get over it.
I don't know what. What I feel, this is a Zeta reptilian. Because it has my Zeta connections, but also reptilian. An old friend of yours. Not negative, no, but very well connected to you. A message to you to let you know you're on the right path. But yes, you might have fear now, but I do not see that fear to continue forever. It is part of your maturity. Realize this, that you are in other lifetimes very like a translator for the reptilians at one time.
Oh. Very nice.
But I do not see this as a negative, just strange, yes. Not negative.
But they were actually talking, like they thought that we would understand, or what was the purpose?
To get your attention, mostly.
Okay, it did that. It actually made us happy.
There would be more, maybe not necessarily like that, though there'll be messages like that in different ways.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I have.
Blessings.
Alright, hello, my name's Joe. I had one question. Last night, I think I went to Brazil. Like, it felt very real, like my leg was still broken, and it hurt to walk. and I went down, and there's this little kid, this little girl with me. She followed me everywhere, and we went down into this place, and there was a bunch of the multicolored tubes with different colors liquid in it, and I was like fixing it, and I don't know what I was doing or what the purpose was. And then after that, the kid was really strong. She helped me move a refrigerator, but I don't know what that meant. Could you help me understand what that means?
Well, even as a child has much strength, that your density that you are living on cannot see this child as a weak soul, as a growing soul, but one that cannot do many things. But this is showing you that they can do many things. They're just because of the belief system has torn down their power in many ways. This is the power of your density levels that you are in right now. Once it lifts, you will be amazed what you see from your children and even your elderly as they heal from their wrinkles will heal as your belief systems eventually vanish from this planet. So it's your belief systems is the lower energies you feel on this planet. Once those have been changed and reversed into love, you will see a great change. That is all I have.
Okay, you don't know what I was fixing or what the different color liquids mean?
Chakras, liquids of, you can say, from different worlds, knowledge from different planets. You can say there's different interpretations of this. But one is that you're bringing new knowledge into this planet from different places. The liquids are representing that. You could say you're fixing this, repairing, to make the information transitional easier into this environment.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Next person is Steven.
Hello, Demitri.
Hello.
How are you?
I am fine.
Thank you. Much love. I was just wondering, my connection to your species. Just if you could give me any info on that.
At this time, you have two aspects within our species. Most of us are at the 8th density level, healing worlds, bringing in new information. There is an elephant species. Your aspect is assisting this planet in its ascension right now. You can say you're one of the reasons why we came through. And there's more reasons than that. Some entities cannot connect to what we can connect to. But your connection with our species is to heal wounded souls, wounded civilizations, but also bringing different species together, such as reptilian and Zeta, where at times they were at war with each other to make peace. We're part of much peacemaking within your universe, within your galaxy. Our species comes from another universe. As this universe was transitioning, we felt our energies were needed here. And yet on this world, we are not all that well known as for our alien species, but our animal, you could say, gift here on our world is enough present as it is. It is much powerful to have them here. That is all I have.
Sweet. And also, whenever you were mentioning about how you can see all worlds and see all dimensions
Yes.
and everything, that movie Thor, is it similar to like the guy that it was in the little ball that he could see all the different worlds and all the different Earths and stuff whenever the Thor guy wanted to check on that girlfriend, that girl of his, and is it kind of similar to that? Like, I mean, probably not the physical object, but similar in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's not a physical object, no. We do have technologies that can do that, yes. But we can easily tap into these different places instantly without hesitation.
Sweet. And one last question. Do you know what happened to my gray cat? We have two cats here. We have this white, multicolored one, and we have this gray cat. And I haven't seen him in like a while. He hasn't been here for a while. He's like solid, almost solid gray and white, dark gray, and you just hadn't seen him in a while. Do you have any info?
Other than he's wandering around at this time. Not sure if he's going to return, though. That is up to him or her. But wandering around at this moment. That is all I have for that.
Is that on purpose, or is it because I caught him wandering around when I got pulled over, like he cut in front of me. But that was the last time I saw him. He literally cut. He never usually does that, but he cut in front of me right when I was pulling into that road, and like that. I think that was the last time I saw him. And
I think he will return soon. He's just exploring for a time being. There's chances of a female cat he is, swindling around with. So once that is over, I believe he will return. That is what we see at the time.
Sweet, thank you. Much love.
Much love.
All right, Ramazan, you're next.
Yes. Hello, Demitri.
Hello.
I have a couple of questions. What is my connection to Selçuk Yağcı? He's my friend.
Your connection?
Yes.
One moment. Many Roman lifetimes there. Roman soldiers, legions. Also, I believe in the 1800s you were musicians at one time.
What kind of music you were making?
Spanish music.
Oh, that's interesting. Because I'm still making music in this lifetime too. That's weird.
Yes.
Yeah. What is my friend's most recent past life?
One moment. May I have this person's name again?
Selçuk Yağcı.
Data is being. Well, I feel, at least what your guides or his guides are allowing me to feel is a female lifetime. Oddly enough, yes, I did mention 1800s, but the reason this is not a recent lifetime, but this is 1700s is a female in Italy. There was one moment. Much drama there. Divorce. Because it was unnatural for that time period for divorce. But had to escape from a Abusive relationships. Must be known because this is living with this person at this time.
Yes.
Yes.
Does he have any connection to Babylon?
Yes.
Uh,
Many lifetimes there. Yes.
Wow, he actually had a strong connection. Yes.
Yes.
Can you give me any details about it? Maybe.
3 or 4 lifetimes. One moment. Details are slim at this time. One moment. The king during that time period. This one was very close to him.
He was a king?
A friend of a king.
Oh.
During this time.
Okay.
As for one moment.
Who was a woman again?
Say that again.
He was a female again in that lifetime?
No, it was male. Male lifetimes. Several male lifetimes within Babylon. Yes.
Is he a starseed?
Of course.
Am I a starseed?
What type of starseed? Arcturian starseed.
My friend or me? Am I the Arcturian?
Your friend, yes. You want to know your?
Yes.
Pleiadian.
Okay.
That's where your highest energy is. You do also have reptilian, some Yell. That is all for the moment.
Actually, my next question was which ether races that I had incarnations with. I have the connection with Anunnakis, I guess.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Those lifetimes are mostly quiet at this time.
Yeah.
Not needed to be known for the moment. Pleiadian lifetimes are mostly the happier ones, for you at least.
Yeah.
Are the ones that are definitely the ones easier to connect with.
Yes.
Also, lifetimes within the Zetas, on scientific endeavors.
Yes.
Some world building there, some. Mostly space travel lifetimes with them.
Yes. I'm wondering, do I have any extra alien genetics in my DNA other than my biological parents?
One moment. Yes. 25% Pleiadian. 2% Yin 3% reptilian.
How did this process happen? I mean, how did they change my DNA at the birth time? How did that happen?
It fluctuates time to time. Infusions that you approve of, but you just don't remember.
Is this the reason that I'm very different than my family, my biological family? I feel very different from them.
Yes, they are from an Earth family, and you are a foreigner. But
yes.
You know them in past lives within your alien. You know them through alien incarnations, not necessarily human incarnations.
They were aliens too?
Oh, of course. Oh, yes, they just don't remember. They've been on this planet for a very long time. They don't remember. They've had so many, as I can feel, they've had so many incarnations here. Those alien memories have been forgotten.
I see. Am I an also?
I did not hear that. Can you say that again, please?
Am I an old soul?
Oh, yes. Here on this planet, yes. You just have not. Old soul is. You're all old souls, but not always on certain planets. But on this planet, yes. You've been here in other places.
I feel like I don't really fit in. I mean, like physically, this
No.
reality is very different for me.
Not anymore. You had past lifetimes where you fit in just fine. But in this reality, that has gone away now.
Do you know why?
It's because you are on your past. You're on your exit lifetime. This is your last one here. You've had galactic lifetimes before this lifetime.
This is the last one on Earth?
It is a possibility. This is up to you. But the likelihood is very high at this time.
Yeah, I really want to get out of here.
Yes.
I have a last question. I'm very suicidal, and I want to know what is my guidance. Think about this. I might try to kill myself, and I think that's okay for me. What my guide is about.
It is best to take it easy on yourself. Relax more. Put in more positive energies to relax, rest your mind. Yes, we realize this density is not. This is not an easy lifetime. This is not easy for many in this time period. To take it easy on yourself. Relax. Find things that bring joy to you. Because realize that suicide is does not have a happy ending to that.
If I suicide, what's gonna happen to me? Am I gonna go to
There's no guarantees of what would happen. But it's mostly easiest. The easier route is to continue in this reality at this time.
Okay.
Find what brings joy to you. Calm down your stress levels the best you can. Alcohol is not the best one for that.
Right.
Calm down. Find things that make life enjoyable again. Sometimes it's not always people that do that. You realize that. Sometimes they make it worse.
Okay. Thank you. That was all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Rebecca, you're next.
Hello, Demetrius. Hi.
Hello.
I was wondering, I've always I feel like I have a strong connection to elephants. I've always found an affinity for them, and I'm wondering if I've lived or had past lifetimes as the elephant race.
Yes. Strangely enough, in our primitive time periods, where we were at one time a third density, but high evolved third density, we were never at this primitive time period. But we did have a highly evolved 3D life span where we had much technologies, but still primitive to other species. Your lifetimes with us were on other planets, though not on this one. One moment. You were aware of this world, but I do not believe you're fully connected to it in its ancient days, at least as an elephant species. But you were well aware of it. You did work with this planet from afar. But you had many realities of our species that were keeping you busy, expanding our consciousness within our collective. I feel 3 or 4 lifetimes within our species.
Okay. Did we have?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, just want to mention real quick that many of us are in different colors, sometimes red, blue, orange, purple. We have several different colors, not just gray. Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. So you talk about I was working through consciousness with like in other places. So what exactly was I doing? Was I a healer?
Yes. When I say expanding our consciousness, meaning you are a part of our society, like you are a part of this one, living within our dimension that we chose, third dimension, and living through the difficulties of our existence. But you're helping expanding as you are doing here. You are assisting others by living your daily life. Where we had jobs and things, not like this planet, but where we had our own tests, as you have here, our warning. But as for exactly what you were doing, living your daily life with family, friends, science was a big part of your life during this lifetime. Lifetimes. It was always science was there. And arts also.
Thank you. That's really relevant to my lifetime now, just because I'm really into science and art as well right now.
Yes.
So I'm guessing maybe, or you can maybe clarify this, but that's an aspect of myself that I guess as my past life as an elephant species, those same interests and those inclinations are still, or I brought into this lifetime.
Yes, you
Is
brought
that
them in.
correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that's correct. Some of them are at a higher density level. Some are third, but some are also fourth and fifth density also. There
What
are,
do you mean by
yes.
some?
We had several lifetimes.
Okay.
Yeah, different lifetimes. Yes, lifetimes I haven't tapped into. So yes, you have many.
Okay. Cool. That's really great. Thank you. So is there I'm wondering, okay, for first question, guys, is can you give me any healings?
Yes.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. And is there, do you have a message for me, or is there any other, I guess, messages, perhaps from the Elephant Collective?
That you brought, yes, your talents here that you learned within our species, on our planet. And many do so here within your different species. You all bring your talents that you've mastered into this reality. And for your work here, yes, you have untapped talent at this time. Some has to do with politics, but the positive type of politics, the good kind that brings communities together, that is within you. Of course, here it's quite difficult to do that in some regard, but it does live within you. And over time, there's a possibility of it being utilized. It is still up to debate, depending on your human collective at this time.
Okay.
Thank you.
I feel like with you mentioned that I mastered certain skill sets or something, and I feel like
Yes.
in this lifetime I have mastered nothing. Like I feel like I'm kind of just like bouncing around, like I feel a little bit lost. And so I'm wondering if maybe you could tell me what those things are, that, or like ways that I can utilize some of that untapped energy.
Well, community, to connect with others. Find what turns you on. Spiritually would be good. Healing would be good. This is up to you. Realize that. We cannot give you full. This is something you have to discover on your own. But community is very healthy for you. Connecting with others, to connect with languages that live within you. One moment. Community will be the answer. It will take time for you to fully understand this, but we'll let that idea live within you for a moment.
Okay.
Hopefully that makes sense to you eventually.
It makes sense, but it almost seems contradictory in the sense that I've heard that I've had like Arcturian and Pleiadian life times where I've lived in isolation, and I chose this lifetime to perhaps live in isolation as well, which seems to be the case at the moment in my life.
That's up to you, but remember you have your internet where you do not have to be like that all the time.
Okay.
There are spiritual groups you can join on your internet. I believe you know where to do that at, where it is a peaceful place to connect with. This is one of them. You are already doing this. So you're not in total isolation at this time, are you?
You're right. You are right. Okay,
even
thank you
those
so
that
much.
are here, understand, even those that are here can direct you into groups that they are aware of for you to explore and reach out to your other spiritual gifts that you have not tapped into.
Okay, I understand now. Thank you so much. Can I
Yes.
call on you during
Of
my
course.
meditations?
Of course.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. Thank you, Demetrius.
Blessings.
Blessings.
If there's this, I must be going soon, so if there's any, my energy levels. But please.
Christy had a question specifically for you, so if she
Yes. If there's anyone's looking for me directly, yes, please send them this way. Yes, go ahead, please.
Hi, Demitri. I was wondering if you could take me on a journey to Gartha. Would you be able to do that, like an astral?
You can do this on your own.
Okay.
We can go. I can go with you, but you have the power of yours. You have your own power to do so. And you've been there many times. You just don't remember.
Right. I don't
Actually,
remember.
you were there yesterday.
Was there yesterday?
Yes.
What was I doing?
Funny thing, you were with Arturians when you were there. Having a meeting, it seems, a positive one, assisting Mother Earth. And that is all they're giving me. They're not going into details. That is the general answer.
Have I seen you before down
Probably,
there?
most likely, yes. All of you have seen me somewhere. If you say a blue elephant, man, that is me usually, but not always.
Blue. Okay.
Yes.
Blue. I was wondering if I could, because I might have forgotten, the keys to like portals of Earth, inner Earth. Would I be able to have access to maybe different portals in the Earth and be guided to how to access them and open them? Would that be possible?
Possibilities. Those are realms that are not really. One moment. You always connect with this in astral.
Okay.
So yes.
All right. And I wanted to ask. I'm sorry, just had dinner. I wanted to ask if I could get a download for scripts and symbols in your language.
Oh yes.
To share with everybody.
Yes, we will do that for you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Much love to you.
Much love.
I'll look for you.
You will. We are right down the corner. We are not far.
Okay.
Hello, Demitri.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I just had a couple more for you left. On when you requested where you can, I believe that any lessons of sort of struggling or survival, I believe I have learned them lessons or experienced them, and I do choose to get transported or teleported physically to any of the light chambers. I mean, this is my free will. I mean, we should have that. We have that. That's our unalienable rights. That's our God-given rights to choose where we want to, when we want to, and nobody has authority over that, as far as I believe.
Yes.
So if you, I just wonder if I can request that, and I mean, I'll literally go out right now to my backyard, and how instantaneous would that be? I mean, that could happen in a snap, couldn't it?
Yes, it can. Yes. But for you to remember, it's another story. Because sometimes when you do this, your memory gets wiped. So it happens to many of you. You just don't remember it. At work, at play, you'd be surprised.
Is there a way I can go to the light chambers to become fully healed and fully conscious, to where I believe when you say it's white, I believe there's like a bubble or something when you enter
Yes.
the Earth's atmosphere. There's a certain like register, a certain I don't. That's where I get feeling about how they can wipe your. But I mean, I'm native. I'm here, so these. If I believe that, I hold strong to not letting that happen and creating a force field or a field around me to prevent this. I really would love if you could scan my body. I've been living through pain my whole life. I've had severe arthritis and coalitions in my feet, and it's just been constant every single day, time and time. And I'm 34 now, so I mean, I would really love to go to one of the light chambers and remember it and actually have it utilized and here, where I'm no longer suffering.
Realize this, though, you have many lessons to be learned during these situations that you are going through. Some of it has to do with karma, not all, but some. But these are life ailments you chose to endure because they do not have this on other planets. And why this world, as its density at this time, it is eventually going to cease to not exist, meaning it's leaving this heavy density you're at this time. It is going to be leaving it, so these elements will not exist anymore. So while you are here, I realize that is not an easy choice. But realize what you are learning, realize where you're heading for. Your lifetimes after this. Yes, that is hard to, as some will say, swallow or believe. But the lessons you are learning through this will be utilized throughout your other lifetimes. It will be fully understood at a grander scale than you ever realize. It is just not being made public at this time of what the lessons are at this moment.
All right. Any implants right now in my body that are not helping me? Just any in general.
Recently, you had reptilian implants, but I believe they have been removed at this moment. There is much yin-yang energy around you at this time, and angelic energy. You did have reptilian movement, but I believe they have moved on, but they are still around. You have many visitations from Zetas at this time. Yes, 3 of them.
So is that implant negative or positive or controlling? I don't have any right now that's controlling or doing any that are not helping me.
No, that implant was actually a scan of your health, of your well-being, of your entire life. It was just a scan. It was an implant, but not for very long, temporary. It was like once it received all the information it needed to do, it was be disintegrated. I believe that is what occurred there. But this was that reptilian that was visiting you was at the time. But it is not negative at all. Not at this time. I do not see that. You have much Syrian energy around you also, giving you love, connecting you to the mermaids and the dolphins at this time to help heal you, to keep you going. Even if you are going through pain, they are here to assist you, to make it, to hopefully make your day a better day in some days, if that makes any sense.
I'm telling you. One last question: how's my Mantis infusion doing? And is it still? They finally worked it out with my other DNAs. I heard it was interfering with my Pleiadian, and I believe the Hadarians are the one that took that out in the first place. I just want everybody to get along. So just wondering how they feel about that. And I know this was my my ancient Mantis DNA infusion that got put back into me. Just wonder if you had any more information about that.
I believe it's doing well. It did intervene with your reptilian DNA at one time. But I believe it is doing well. You are doing well for the most part. Health-wise, I realize it's not at 100%, but your galactic perspective is doing it at 100%. Your other aspects are sending you energy at this time. So I believe in a few days you begin to feel a little bit better. Pain-wise, at least.
Thank you, myself.
I must be.
Okay.
Thank you. Blessings all. Thank you for connecting with us.
Blessings.
Well,
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I was just minding my own business, and I saw an elephant. It's like, okay, didn't you see you coming?
Was he blue?
Yeah, I didn't sense them at all today. Interesting. I've connected to them before. I think it's the same one. I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, they wear like jumpsuits too, like black jumpsuits or like workers' outfits, something like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. If you, they're on the internet somewhere. I think it's Isaac is one of them or something like that. There's an elephant species on YouTube somewhere. That's where I found out about them. That was somebody channels them all the time. I think it's Isaac. I forget the name of him. Anyway. Okay. All right. Got energy for one more. Cleopatra. All the Pleiadians. I forgot who else there was. Arcturian.
Angelics and Seraphim.
Seraphim. I'm not sure. I don't know what Seraphim. I'm not used to them. I'm not used to who they
And
are.
they're angelics.
Okay, angelic Seraphim.
You'll like them. I channeled them before. They always leave you feeling really good. So.
Okay, I can use that right now. Okay. We are from your spirit world. Seraphim. Moment. You feel, yes, some have life-like ailments here, illness of the body. We send energies to all of you. Heal those past lives. Oh, realize there's many past lives here that you're not aware of that are making you sick. Some realize this. But also, to be in this, realize this. I believe everybody does this. Oh yes, if you need a name, you can call us, or call me Alec. If you need a name. That's an Earth thing, but that's okay. But realize this, many of you chose to come into this planet, realizing that it might not go as you planned. Some have been involved with Archons, not all, but some. Not here, but other places across your planet. But they realize this world needs your presence here, that's why you are here. Friends need you. Family needs you. You are needed here. Yes, some of you say, I'm in isolation, I don't matter. That is not true. You will be surprised what you connect with. So you are all here for different reasons, and yes, some illness comes with it. Because realize, some beings don't want you here. I think you realize that. And I believe you know what I'm talking about. But you knew what you were getting into. But you being here is joy, yes, you realize it is not easy, but you're giving out so much. It even puts pressure on you to use your talents, to give your gifts to others. There is so much more to that. But being here is not easy. Getting into this world is nearly impossible. To even last through childhood with your mind working correctly is not easy. I believe you realize this. The pressure cooker is on high at this time on this world. For you to continue your life is most needed. For those of you with suicidal thoughts, those of you with just pain constant, realize you're fighting a great battle and you are winning as long as you are here. But even on death, you must go by what works in your environment, but to continue your life the best you can. Because many gifts are waiting for you now and in the afterlife. I've realized some do say this. Oh, in the afterlife, that's where everything will get better. But it's happening here also. You just sometimes walk right by it. Walk right by the good things because there are certain material health, some health needs, yes, we understand, but also material needs that are not really needed. Sometimes they look past their own selves, wanting other things. Almost many of you mustn't have a mirror. Yeah, everyone on this planet needs a mirror to be thankful for, because some aren't always doing that. But those with health situations, yes, you're going through much trials and tribulations, but realize much healing is always operating. But remember, your talents are being turned up a notch also. Or yes, where health is in pain, but many other talents and gifts are being activated. It is not always easy to see that, but it is there. I imagine there are questions. We are here to answer them, if possible.
Yes, Chris is first.
Hi, thank you. Well, I am one of those sick people who has fluctuations a lot in my health, and I do feel like I'm always guided, and there's always help coming in.
Yes.
I guess I'm wondering, like, and also with the sicknesses come more talents. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what is, like, any latent talents that I'm not, like, are off my radar at this point?
Those are there to be discovered at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be laid as a mystery, in mystery for the moment. You will know them when they come about. Much unused talents will be activated soon.
Huh.
So, yes, we realize health is an issue here, but yeah, we're one place where you feel like, oh, I cannot do this, but in other areas you will be more functioning more than ever before mentally. It is not for us to explain at this time. I
Okay.
hope you understand.
Yeah, I do. Thank you. I have two more, like,
Yes.
questions. I actually do like to sit around and fantasize about my future lives. Like, if I were to die, not that
Yes, we understand.
because I get excited for, like, a life after this Earth life.
Yes.
I don't know. I just get really, really excited for this, and I feel like there's so many beings who are, like, with me on this, like, in these other timelines, like, being excited with me.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I just needed, like, a mirror from you as confirmation, like, yay, my future lives will be fun.
Of course, yes. Well, yes, my great challenges makes you stronger in many different levels. We cannot explain all of these things at this time. We can give you a general analysis. It's like after this lifetime, when you're on another planet or whatever incarnation you choose, it's like, look at all those things I went through, but damn, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
It is hard to see that here. It is very difficult. But it will be fully understood. Yeah, it's hard to do that when you're going through it, though, to fully understand it.
Yeah, it's hard to be, like, stuck here, and then, because then you get stuck here, and then I forget the bigger picture of it all.
Well, yes, that's one part of the challenges, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not forever. Just
Right. That's the big picture.
Yes, it just feels like it's forever, now doesn't it?
Sometimes, yes. I do have a weird, like, a question, because, like, I experienced something that I believe I've never talked to anyone, and actually it's happening now. I see colors around me, and they're, like, off-world colors. I don't know if they're, like, angelic colors. Often they're on my left. I feel like those are, like, unmanifested, and when they're on my right, then they're manifested. Sometimes it's like a, not a shield, like protection shield, but like a balloon of colors around my body. I feel like that's angelics telling me to kind of tone it down for my own protection. I don't know. I feel like these are very angelic-y things going on.
Well, yes, alien.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
many alien soul families, brothers and sisters from other lifetimes. Understand this, your third eye is also opening up more also.
Yeah, that one's pretty open compared to a lot of people.
Yes. It is open more now than usual than it's been before.
Okay.
So all this is becoming more known than before. Yes, it's been seen, but now it's becoming more apparent. They have many messages, but not this time.
Yeah, it's like I can't, like, understand what it all means, but I'm, like, learning it. At first I just watched the colors. Now I'm trying to make sense, like, what are the messages? But I guess I'll learn those over time.
Well, you are on track more than you realize. Sometimes you're like, am I on any type of track?
Right.
But you are on track more than you realize. You are being you. You're using your talents as you can with the circumstances. And this will become more well known of why things happen, why these certain events happen. and be fully understood in your future time.
So these are like ET, not just angelic? Like, I don't know if you can say more about that or not.
Not at this moment.
Okay.
It is not needed for. Not at this moment. They are quiet, but they tell you that many events in your life, such as everyone else here, these events happen for reasons. Sometimes they're good events, sometimes they're bad, but they are there to push you into a certain direction for the betterment.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's your message. That's your message for you, a message for everyone else also.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Alright, I'm going to do the chat questions now.
Yes.
Okay, first question is from Eric. Can you tell him if he still has any fragments or implants attached to him?
You have Pleiadian implants, but on a positive to raise your vibration, to raise your awareness at this moment. It is positive, though, not negative.
Okay, next question is from Mia. Can you tell me which of my psychic skills is the most dominant or strongest? Clairvoyance, clairaudience, or clairsentience?
Clairvoyance at this moment. It is still in work, but it is the most powerful at this time. And also the ability to read auras also. It is there, but not yet utilized at this moment.
Okay, next question is from Xiao. She says, I don't understand why my guides are calling themselves Indians. Are they really Indians or just joking?
They have spiritual energy similar to the Indians. They are joking, but not really. They are telling her to look into Indian energies, Indian spirituality, to realize to tap into her spirituality, to activate her spiritual growth, to study Indian cultures of. You can do this in meditation. You do not have to read every book known to man, but you can welcome Indian energies into her life to expand her psychic abilities. This is why that is there. Thank you.
Okay, she has a few more questions. Her next question is, which being visited me 2 nights ago in the dream? My visa on the passport got canceled, but instead they offered me a new ID card. What's that mean?
New path, new discovery of yourself. New path, direction that might, yes, things are not going to happen the way you think they should, but everything will work out in the end. Thank you.
Okay, her next question is, if our ET genetic infusion is always changing, then what's the key determination of which starseed are you through this lifetime?
You take in certain different angelic or extraterrestrial energies with you when you enter this planet, but then it changes over time depending on what you need. Many usually take 3 entities with them, but usually sometimes only one is the most known. Sometimes Zeta, you realize, Pleiadian Starseeds, etc., etc. As for putting a name on it, they do not need that. But it is always changing because you are always changing. But your main DNA, such as reptilian, just for general purposes, angelic energies, these will always stay with you, and the rest will change. But as you go out throughout your life, it's always going to be moving up and down. But you will always stay as you came in. That will always stay the same. Well, at least DNA-wise, but just the frequencies will move around, that is all. Thank you.
Okay, and her last question is, if I'm an ET racist starseed. Will I always be this ET racist starseed through infinite incarnations, or does it keep changing?
It's whatever you want it to be. You have the power to do whatever you want.
Okay, next question's from Demitri. Are my human past lives being healed at this time?
Of course. Your Zeta lifetimes are being healed also. You've had many lifetimes in battle on this planet. Middle Ages, Renaissance, Roman, Greek times. You've always picked not easy lifetimes, but also you had a scientific lifetime in your Renaissance. That was a high point. Only because your society finally woke up and realized that I have to go to war all the time. But yes.
Okay, their next question is this my last life as a human? In other words, have I learned and experienced all I needed from this planet in order to move on?
Yes, I believe so. You've had more than enough in this lifetime. It is up to you. Always, you can always change that, but at this moment, I fear you put all the borders up, barriers up, saying, I've had enough of this place. It is quite understandable. But
Okay, and their last question is, what were my important roles as a Zeta, and are there any messages from them?
Yes, you've had high-ranking positions within the Zeta family, within royalty. They don't call it that, but within the high mind, you've had many lifetimes. Within a tall Zeta, you had lifetimes. Mostly short Zeta lifetimes, but you're always on different planets, observing, understanding, expanding the consciousness of the Zetas. Worked on many suns throughout different galaxies. But yes, you were always a high-ranking Zeta. Yes, that is all.
Okay, next question's from Amy. She says, one of the biggest issues in my life has always been lack of motivation or laziness. I start something and never finish, or I don't start anything at all. It's an internal battle, and sometimes I really wonder if my motivational switch is broken or simply not there. I'm the last person in the world who should be lacking motivation. Do you have any otherworldly or spiritual insight, or is this a 3D issue alone, or that I have to work on self-love?
Self-love, yes, you need to work on that, but that is up to you. But also, these projects, to continue them, no matter what. Even if you do throw it away, you can always go back. The more that you do, the best. You're doing yourself a favor by at least doing. And eventually you'll get tired of throwing everything to the side. Eventually you'll stick to one thing. It takes time, but it'd be good to put your mind on one project and finish it. It can be small. It doesn't have to be large. But start small and finish it. The small projects you do, the better. Yes.
Okay. Next person is Joanna. They say, I was wondering if my cousin Michelle and I have any past lives together.
Yes.
Okay.
As for details, I do not have that at this time.
Okay, their next question is, has my two daughters shared any lifetimes?
What is the name of this person again?
Joanna.
Yes, many lifetimes. Lifetimes would probably rather not be mentioned. Not to say that they're bad, just strange. I will leave it at that. But there have always been brother and sister lifetimes. They've always been family. Just to go into a little bit of detail, they've both been males, they've both been females. They've always known each other through different lifetimes. To reach you like that.
Okay, and her last question is my mother is my mother a healer, and every time she heals a certain individual, it seems that she always has conflicts and negative after effects. I was wondering why this happens every time.
She is not grounding herself correctly. She's not protecting herself correctly. She needs to create a bubble of light around her, around herself, around others, to ground better, to do a meditation, to do a clearing, and this will come through more clearly. Thank you. She needs to create a bubble of light around her.
Okay, next question is from Sandia. Have I incarnated in the Pleiades the most as far as my galactic lifetimes?
It might seem like that. You had many Arcturian lifetimes that can eclipse your Pleiadian lifetimes. Insectoid lifetimes, there are many there also. But yes, the Pleiadians are quite a bit, but you have others that... The Arcturian and insectoids are actually a lot more than that.
Okay, she also wants to know, has me or my son shared other lifetimes?
Yes. Pleiadian worlds, Arcturian worlds, Syrian. Lyran worlds is where felines. Human, on this world, few. Mostly on other planets.
Okay, and the last person from the chat, I believe, is Stephen Davies. He wants to know, I can see a black triangle within my mind. What is it, and how can I use it? I also see a purple dot, too.
The black triangle is magic. From a magic lifetime, magic species. Not Arcturian, but very similar. A species that has no name. They do not have no name. It is like a Houdini type of species, but not of false, but more of real tricks. Only reason I'm using Houdini as an example is because it's magic, kind of. His magic isn't exactly the same. Your David Blaine is actually closer to that. Magic that you can tap into, the species chose not to have a name. This species will become known. They do not have a name, but they will make themselves known. They are humanoid, very advanced 6th density beings. This other object you saw is another tool that they use. They are just showing you who you're connected to, but without a name, it's hard to do that. They will come through eventually.
Okay, and his last question is, I once saw into a dimension a massive looking white mantis. Well, I think it was one. What was it? And do my guides have anything to tell me?
This mantis being was a best friend of yours from another lifetime, a healer. You had many reincarnations with this mantis as a Zeta, actually, in a Pleiadian. The mantis is to show you that there are other species out there, not just Pleiadian, not just Zeta. There are others, very friendly, very loving. Messages there, but not being known at this time.
Okay, Ade, you're next.
Thank you. Hi, Alec. How are you?
Oh, thank you. I am doing fine.
Excellent. I first wanted to ask, lately I've been feeling so drained, and I'm not sure why. And also, I started singing to Mother Earth and to nature. I've really never done that before. I don't know if they are connected. Can you shed some light on that for me, please?
Of course they are connected. And your energy level is raising it. You are tired. Is the reptilian presence that is around you? He is giving you much information at this time and is feeling drained because of that. He is not sucking your energy, but he is giving you much information. You are expanding. There's also a carrion type species around you, like your bald eagle is around you, bird species, very connected to you, very loving and very protective, letting you know that you are in good hands, that you are here for a reason to let certain information out into this collective. So you have a very specific reason for being here, such as everyone else. But yours is to channel, but not just that, to let alien energies into this planet. This is one of your main missions here. You have many. But is an uncover knowledge that you have been dealing with in many lifetimes and finally have a chance to release into the public. That is the message.
Thank you. And my next question is, I was visited by a being just a couple hours ago. Can you tell me who that was?
Feels like Pleiadian. One moment. Pleiadian with Yanyel energies also. Is it Yanyel being with Pleiadian as the same? They wish to be channeled through you, connecting to you through a channel, however word you word that. In your future time, they have much knowledge. You have many Pleiadian lifetimes you have not quite tapped into at this time. Of royalty, not like this world, but royalty lifetimes, where you can connect to the Pleiadians at a level where others cannot, and bring their energies into this realm. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Much love and blessings.
Much love. Blessings. Thank you.
Okay, hello, my name's Joe. I was wondering if you're part of the same group that works with me.
Yes.
Okay, do you have any advice for me? And how far along is what you gave me progressing?
50% at this time, sometimes 40. It goes back and forth. It is in process at this time.
Okay.
Yes, you are letting go of many things that have been holding on to you for some time now. Your MIB has been let go of. That's why you have not had visits for them. You're going into a more positive frequency at this time. But understand this, you came in here with much darkness around you. But that is okay. You're now, so you have survived it, but now you are healing yourself. Becoming more Pleiadian in many ways. And this is essential for you to connect to others and build a community, which you are doing in your own way. We do see communities being built by you to help others heal that have been in situations similar to yours.
Okay, thank you. And I was also wondering, are you guys ever going to come back, like physically, like you did last time?
Not at this time.
Okay. Well, thank you. Next question is from
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. No, Jason's next, actually.
Oh, is he? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hello, Alec. Much love to you.
Thank you. Much love.
This is Jugatron Jason.
Yes.
I have just a couple of questions for you. Has my main spirit guide changed? I know I've had some spirit guide changes, I guess, recently. But has my I know who my main spirit guide is, but has my main spirit guide changed? Because they said there was a change, and so I don't know if it affected the main one.
Moves around a lot. I do not feel he's changed. Maybe in appearance-wise, he changes his appearance quite a bit. Changes his color. But I believe he's moved as for weaving, but he has changed in looks. But he is not making himself known of what he looks like at this time.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Another question is, I mean, I feel like things are going fairly well. I feel pretty blessed. I put a lot of effort into my physical vessel, you know. So I'm trying to figure out what's my major impediment at this point. Is there a past life I need to sort of focus on and forgive and work on? What do you see as one thing that's holding me back in the greatest way?
Within meditation, if this is something that feels right for you, to go into meditation and forgive all your past lives. Forgive yourself for your past lives that need to be let go. You can even tell them in your own way, if you do not need to be here, please leave. Please let go. Give a prayer. Or even in your awakened state, you could pray for them to be released.
Okay, thank you very much. Just one other question. Are there any beings related to me that have any messages for me or want to connect with me?
Well, yeah, to answer your first question, still, to continue that, you do have reptilian lifetimes to let go of that you have forgotten, that need to be released. You realize your reptilian lifetimes were not of power, but enslavement in some regard by other reptilians where they feel like you weren't as powerful as they were. But you were being kind and friendly, and others did not agree with that. This is something worth exploring at one time.
Well, I'm a nice guy, so I
Yes.
certainly appreciate.
If you kept that, though, do not change by some were forcing you to be more like them, and you continue to be who you are, and they finally will let you be. But these are worth exploring, worth forgiving. But yes, that is fascinating.
Oh, I have one other just quick question. Do I have like any? I mean, again, I don't worry about these kind of things. I'm not really a worrying guy. Do I have any implants on me? And I don't even know what implants do. But
some are positive, some are not always. You have Pleiadian implants at this time, but positive. To improve your psychic ability to connect with them more on a spiritual level. But realize that was kosher. It was, you made an agreement with them.
I have no worries. I can handle all that stuff.
Yes, it was all in a positive way, of course. You had another question. I don't think I ever answered it. You asked for messages?
Oh yeah, just if there were any beings that really wanted to communicate something to me that I'm related to.
Only just the reptilians that you were with, that were of a peaceful nature, that were, oh yes, there are many here that are seen on this planet right now. They are seen as negative, but they are not negative at all, only because of their looks. And they feel like they have given a bum rap by our humanity, which is true. Because they're all seen as negative here, and that is not true. And you are one of them, the positive ones, that they just want to make that known that there are many reptilians of different styles of reptilian, as they say, that are not represented in a positive way as they should. And they wish you to know that. That's all.
All right. Well, I'm aware of that, but thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Much love to you. I'll let the next person ask a question.
Yes, much
blessings.
All right, Michelle, you're next.
Hi, Alec. Blessings to you.
Hello.
I literally was unaware of what a Seraphim was until a couple of days ago, and I opened a book, and it came open to that page. And You know, I've had the great fortune of being guided and blessed with angel energy, Archangel Michael,
Yes.
Gabriel, Raphael, etc. And I'm curious to know if Seraphim are also in part of what is to come with my healing abilities.
Realize that's already been there for a very long time. You had many incarnations with us also. You just do not remember.
No, I do not remember. So that's beautiful. So in light of that, I would ask if there are any tips for me so I can be a better healer that you have to offer for me to be more useful and to use your energy, or a way specifically even to call in that energy, or if that's even necessary.
To take that worry and remove it, heal yourself, heal your worry. We realize you have loved ones, such as siblings. To remove that and send them love instead of worry, because sometimes you send them worry.
Ooh.
That is there. You're just not aware.
I'm not even aware I'm sending them worry, but okay.
It does happen. It does go out there every once in a while. It is okay. It's just so you become aware of it.
Thank you.
You do send love out. You will our message is to be yourself.
So I have a question about miracles.
Yes.
Because in the course of miracles, everyone is entitled to miracles, is one of the key phrases. Everyone is entitled to miracles. And I don't know what that means exactly. Like, does that mean that I can look at my friend David and say, you deserve a miracle and therefore your slate is clean? Or does that mean I believe he deserves a miracle and therefore his slate is half clean, but he has to clean the other half? What is a miracle?
Miracles happen on a daily basis, minute by minute, second per second. Everything here is a miracle. But it's not like winning the lottery and dancing around in your expensive cars. But it is the little things that matter the most, and those are miracles. They happen all the time. Your nature is a miracle. As your birds fly, as your caterpillars walk.
Yeah.
All things are. In your world, humanity neglects much of those little things. To see into nature, let nature come to life within your society.
Well, I see that, but many people don't see that. But if we were going to talk about a big, huge, in the Course of Miracles, for instance, it says it doesn't matter if you ask for $1 or $1 million. It's the same thing. A miracle is a miracle. So if I say, look, I know a person who has all this hurt and pain and physical suffering, and I want a miracle. I want to manifest a miracle. Like, does that get to happen, or does the other person's higher self, soul, oversoul, like, have interplay with that to say, yeah, we see you want this, but no.
Realize this, though, the individual that has health ailments, they themselves decide if they continue to be unhealthy or healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they already made this contract. So part of them says, oh, I am a victim, this is terrible. They have to realize they are on a path of, you could say you're a soldier at war going through a battle. And yes, it is hardship that you are going through, but there is victory within yourself. And who is someone else to take you away from that by giving you a miracle? But of course, they already go through miracles every day.
Well, I would agree with that, and I don't disagree with that at all.
Yes.
So, I was told recently that there was another modality I would be introduced to for healing, Um, I wondered if you could elucidate on that or not. Either way is fine.
Well, my energy levels are going down at this time. I will pass.
Okay, that's good. I
If
do
there are
have.
others, yes, go ahead, please.
I do actually have a question that I wonder about, which
Yes.
Juggertron just touched on. You know, I generally live in the not afraid zone. Like, I don't think, oh, do I have implants, or oh, do I have evil spirits around me?
No.
Should I?
No. Just realize you're attracting these things, so don't worry about it. Putting positive energy around you, you'll be fine. Positive intentions, you'll be doing well.
So my very last question is, sometimes when I'm healing, I definitely feel color coming through, different colors through fingers as light, but I'm colorblind, which is confusing. Does it matter if in physical I'm colorblind, but
It
I
does not
feel
matter.
color? Okay, thank you.
My energies are going down. Is there any more questions before I leave?
Much love to you. Thank you so much.
There's quite a few questions, but
Mm,
if you have to go, you have to go. You have to go.
If there's anything crucial, I can answer them. Other than that, I cannot.
I don't know their specific question.
Then they'll be saved for tomorrow for another being. Then blessings to you.
Okay, thank you.
Blessings to you. Much love. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Thirsty.
Yeah, I'm like an Energizer battery, but trying to be the Energizer bunny, but that's all I can do. Yeah, that was different. I never connected to them before. I didn't know they even existed.
Ta-da!
Yeah. Anybody like to do a blessing to head us out?
Michelle, do you want to do this together?
Oh, please.
Oh, she's gone. Okay, I'll do it.
Sure. Okay.
This is something new I did today from Mother Gaia, so I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Blessings to all.
Gotta do one real quick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you all for being here, and the questions that have been answered today have been answered tomorrow. Sorry about that. So hopefully I have more energy tomorrow. So much love and good night.